Hey, you are the champion. Talk, Outlander. Speak with respect, and I will listen. Sulmatul will not talk to you. Nipanimaesa will not talk to you. You have not stand in Oman as Outlander. It is our custom on one services we honor this custom with gold. Let's see what I can do. I wanna talk. And no one wants to talk with me. It's like this fool. Either I'm gonna get there or I'm not gonna get there. It's so close, it's 57. Why do I have to have such a sucky persuasion skills? I'm so bad at persuasion. Oh, goddamn, spacecraft skill level 6. So mighty. I want to save right away.
Precede you, Outlander. I've heard good things about you.
You sound strange. I doubt you have heard much of me. But yes, now. You have no standing among us, Outlander, but you speak well and with respect, so I will explain. It is against our customs that an Outlander should speak to an Ashkan or a wise woman. I'll tell you also that Sulmatul has no law for Outlanders. I've had these disturbing dreams. Neravarian prophecies. The Neravarian prophecies are not for Outlanders. Why should Sulmatul and Nipanimaesa speak to you about these things? Who are you that we should trust you? Offer to pay a tribute of 200 gold to speak with Sulmatul. Tell all I have learned of the 6,000 and the Neravarian and ask humbly to speak with Sulmatul. Boast of my worthy deeds and demand the right to speak to Sulmatul. Offer to fight the duel to the death for the right to speak to Sulmatul. What do I want to do? I guess I'll at least try to start with this. Tell all I have learned of the 6,000 Neravarian and ask humbly to speak to Sulmatul. All of that may be true, and I'm sure you think it is very important, but it has nothing to do with us. At least, not the way you tell it is. I'm sorry, but I will not let you bother Sulmatul or Nipanimaesa with all this. I think I need to battle, but if I do, then I definitely need my magic. If I don't, I will even be screwed. If I just try to be like this. Oh, the people of this village. Let's just try to get into here, a little bit into wilderness. Try to see if we can actually rest, mayhap. One like that shouldn't be too bad. Nice enough. Okay, then back to the camp and save before we try to go forward with this all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to do the battle, but hopefully not to death, but we'll see. So, Zapamund, I need to speak with you. Yes, I shall talk. My persuasion is lower with him now. Okay, I can still talk of this though. Boast of my verdities and demand the right to speak. Well of yourself, but I do not share your opinion. You shall not speak to Sulmatul and Nipanimaesa. Well, then fight to the death. You are not an unworthy opponent. I hear honor in your words and courage in your heart. I would regret killing you, but regret even more so should you kill me. Very well, perhaps Sulmatul will be angry with me, but I think I can bear that. Go to the Askan's yard and speak with Sulmatul. Ask him your question and tell him I have sent you. Okay, he doesn't want me to die, or he would be kind of sad if I died. But he would be even more sad if he died. Yeah, he seems to be a little bit of a coward then. But regret even more should you kill me, which is kind of funny. Fine. Right, wasn't it the actual Like this guy even? Yeah, explanations. He doesn't have his magic shield
Whatever
on.
you're looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to find it.
Yes, Felinsuret, you wish to speak with me about the Neravarian prophecies. Go ahead. I'm very curious. Yes, I would. You think you fulfill the Neravarian prophecies. You wish to be tested to see if you are the Neravarian. No Atlanta may join the Neravarian cult. If you were a clan friend, an adopted member of the Ashlander tribes, then perhaps. I have an initiation rite in mind. If you pass this rite, I will adopt you as a clan friend of the Ashlanders, and then I will submit you to Nipani Maesa, our wise woman, who is skilled in oracles and mysteries, and who will test you against the prophecies. Well, now you know how to negotiate with these people. I challenge you to a fight to the death. Oh yeah, and that Nick's house before, yes, just came on and a little bit. He hit me and everything. He does have a little crown. So what sort of an initiation rite would you be talking of? To be adopted into the tribe, you must undergo a harrowing. In a harrowing, you will be judged by the spirits and ancestors to see if you are worthy. Go to the Ushilak burial caverns and fetch me Sul Senipul's bone-biter bow. Sul Senipul was my father, and his spirit caught his bone-mold longbow deep in the burial caverns. Return to me with his bow, and I will adopt you into the Aslander tribes as a clan friend. So you want me to go and disturb your father's grave? Alrighty then, I shall be going ahead and doing that. So Ushilak burial caverns, where can I find it? The burial caverns lie to the southeast of the camp, a north-facing door into a little hill hallway between us and the slopes of the Red Mountain. Go north from the camp to the water, then turn east. At the rock cairn of the beach, turn and head straight south until you find the door. The spirits of our ancestors guard the caverns. They will attack and will kill you if they can. Force your way past them or evade them. Get the bow and return to prove your worthiness. Okay, so the southeast. Little hill between us and the slopes of the Red Mountain. Go north from the camp to the water, which is kind of interesting. We first have to go north to the water and then turn east. At the rock cairn on the beach, turn and head straight south until you find the door. I can't stop looking at that little crown now that you mentioned it. It is such a little crown though. It would seem like it's too little, sort of. It feels a little bit weird right there. So very little. Would think that they would have a little bit bigger. That says they did also mention that they liked gold, so I guess in that sense it's pretty fitting. Pretty fitting nonetheless. At least now you don't need to be looking at it anymore. As such, this is nice enough a look too, like the sky there, the lamps here, the little bit of tribal look. So we would need to go north. So pretty much just straight into there first.
What is this about?
There was some sort of a mud bath or some sauce, and something is wanting to come and attack us. Apparently from here. Have a little bit of a fire. What did that say even? I got some sort of a disease again. Train attributes. Yeah, yellow tick. Annoyance. Not the end of the world, but a little bit of annoyance, yes. So, to the north. Anyways. Cliff Racer. I knew that you saw me right there, and then I knew what would be our destination. We would battle to the death. And I would be the victorious one. In this case anyways. Still inside the village though. Not a lot of magic unfortunately, it's just a little glow of the sky and water. Still in the village, which is kind of unfortunate. I need to sleep. I would need to rest. Yay. Finally. 6 hours. Okay. So, we are at the beach here. What did I need to do next? So. Go north from the camp to the water, then turn east. So that way. Yes. At the rock cairn on the beach, turn and head straight south until you find the door. Rock cairn. I'm kind of unsure what exactly a rock cairn in this situation would mean, but I guess we'll see. Oh, such a lovely view overall, like if you look like this as well. Again, so many good possible screenshots. There's even mushrooms over there. Even a mushroom is on the picture. Even a mushroom is able to be pictured. Okay, let's just do a little bit of a water walking too, so that we can just go and walk on the waters, because I would like that. As such, maybe I should try to even cure myself, but I kind of don't want to immediately start to be doing that. Cairn. How would you think that the cairn would exactly mean? Where do I need to start turning south? That's my question. I like the idea of navigating with those notes. I like it too. It's a lot more complex and you actually have to think where you're going rather than just looking from the map. Yep, there's the destination. That's where I need to be. Like, some do go and actually mark the destination too, like actually this location, but most don't. This is an annoying one. Come down here so that I can actually battle you. Yay. Finally. God damn it. Ugh. Takes quite a while to sometimes try to kill them. I know there are stupid enemies nearby. Probably better that I wouldn't be resting on top of the water anyways. Considering, yes, then I would drop down because I would be resting. Oh, water. Raining. Interesting. Is it you? No, it's you. Yeah, but like, I could think that a lot of these things could be cairn stones in here almost. Well, but yeah, pretty strange. Like, I know what it basically means, but when there's so much that I could almost consider as being something like that, it's really a little bit difficult to tell. Come on, don't be such a hanger. Be a real bird and fight for death and glory and everything, even though birds don't really care about that, I'm sure, but I mean, just like fight. You might be able to get meat, otherwise you're just hanging and using your energy by just flying above me and never actually attacking. I don't think that's very useful nonetheless. And immediately used almost all of our energy in that stupid fight. And then we have been interrupted by something somewhere. So impossible to see even. Stupid rat. Impossible to see in this darkness. Die. Okay. Until healed. Now we cannot see a damn thing, so I need to rest more. Though I guess I can at least in the meantime then try to be actually curing ourselves. If I can cure with this is a good question. Nope. Oh, and this was anyways the wrong thing. Oh, it was realm secure that I was thinking of. Failed. Failed. Fine. Fine. Either it means that maybe I don't have even anything that I could be curing, or I don't know. Oh, another little script. Yay, I at least cured. Yay, it's cured. It's taken care of. That is very good. Cure common diseases is definitely useful. Okay, until healed again. Oof, okay. Now it's very foggy. It's a very foggy time. Can hardly see anything anyway, so how are we supposed to find a cairnstone in this weather? Ah, yes, my question. What exactly would happen to be the cairnstone here? Well, I guess I'm just heading this way and we'll see if I can see something that would seem specifically like a cairnstone. If not, well, it keeps getting better and better. Very. I don't want to waste more magic on you. 2 is more than enough. Okay, got that bird. I almost feel that I should have anyways marked that location, but on the other hand, I don't know if I want to be coming here that many times necessarily or that often. Cairnstone. But like, there's so many of these type of stones. So many. How do I recognize what is the cairnstone? I've traveled relatively far to the east already. Would be nice if they would have at least said, like, is it relatively far away, the burial ground, or is it relatively short distance away? How close is your burial ground? That's a foggy sweater even. Just small rest and let's cast a water walk in. Now let's get Firebite ready. Let's go and walk a little bit more here on the water. Try to investigate. I don't know even if we would be able to find a cairnstone in this weather. Like, notice it easily, you know? I'm just hoping that it will be easy enough or clear enough of a mark what it is. Considering, like, there's so many stones here anyways. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, can't say too much. We will, or if we won't. I'm trying my best. I can't remember how far it would have been or anything. That's a wish. It's a very clear wish right there. Doesn't know what to do with his life. But now he, I'm sure, does, because he would love to come and kill me. I hate you guys. I hate wishes like this who decide to come and attack me. Die. Die, slaughter wish. Well, I'm swimming a little bit then. In the meantime. Cairnstone. It's like, I feel that we would have needed to go and turn earlier, because it seems like we're going so far away, but I don't know. Maybe it is really pretty far away. That looks interesting, but I doubt that's exactly what we were supposed to find. But it looks interesting. Let's just at least save before I go there, though. That doesn't look like a cairnstone after all. Anyways. Well, you're a beetle. That will not take fire damage, so I will not even try to accomplish such things. Well, okay, I started to actually hit you a little bit better. Good. Yeah, good. You are taken care of. Beetle. Is this like a dead seal strider? It almost looks like a dead seal strider. It's just kind of interesting to me. Hello, Nick Sound. Have a little bit of a slash. I guess it's just weird rock. God damn it. Have some fire. Little cliffhanger. And then blighted Nick sound would need to be starting to die as well. Have fire as well though. Nick sounds are so ugly though. They really aren't that beautiful, I would say. I'm almost dead. Which is unpleasant. Quite unpleasant. Okay, just a quick save and then go in and rest in. You again. So often these guys will come and disturb the sleep. I just feel that I would have needed to turn earlier. I feel that that Kenstone would have had to be earlier, but I guess I'll investigate more into this way, considering it's not too big of an issue if I do. Then I just need to go on quite a bit journey backwards, of course. Probably not winning any award with those faces, yes, I would assume so. Definitely. A cairnstone. What would this cairnstone exactly look like is a great question. No. Maybe I wouldn't have needed to go in the water. Maybe it would have been a little bit more in the actually earlier. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, well, I doubt it's this far. It's good to be, but I doubt it. It would need to be this far. But I did always still enjoy the fact of having the situation where you have to think a little bit better. Devious developers knew what they were doing, yes. But as such, I do like indeed, as said, the fact of having those sort of directions that you have to follow. It's a lot more thinking involved than just, hey, there's this place marked on the map, there you need to go that place. So yeah, it's a lot more fun, interesting, actually sort of involving rather than just, yep, just go there. And yeah, like that. It has its problems, as said. Sometimes the advice could be a little bit clearer. Yes, we could easily say, but still. All the way on top of the night sky. Ooh, he actually knows how to come down, this cliff racer. He's an advanced cliff racer, I would say. Die. Advanced cliff racer. I don't wish to see your kind. Well, I wish to see your kind as in advanced cliff racer, but like otherwise, as that region. Just from one region to the other. Oh, still cannot rest, but this guy is coming at us now. Are you an advanced cliff racer? Yeah, it's a lot more exciting for the certainty. I always hated the quest arrow, I never liked it. I always hated it. In Oblivion and Skyrims and the like. Come on. Come on, dude. You are not an evolved cliff racer. You're a boring cliff racer. You are a hanger. You are a hanger that the other guy was actually a proper cliff racer. You are just a cliffhanger. Come on here. I will whisper to your ears. Come and battle. You can do it. See? You can do it when you just put your mind to it. And now then just some hacking and slashing. Alrighty. Until healed. Talk him down, yes, pretty much. That's exactly what you gotta do. Aww, there's an enemy too close by, which is kind of annoying. Well, that almost looks like a structure, but I don't think that it's a cairnstone structure. So yes, it's a that type of a structure. So I do think that we're too far now. And yes, here, Cliffy, Cliffy, Cliffy. Here, Cliffy, Cliffy, Cliffy. Come on, just here, boy. That's exactly how you need to be talking to them. That's exactly what you gotta do. Let's just get some more. Or literally use bow and arrow. Yes, that's also one option, but we don't really have a bow and arrow. Or magic if you could actually use something that wouldn't be touch spell, but unfortunately I don't have any touch spells. Or anything else than touch spells, that is. That's one of those type of like an imp creatures. Fine, just let's see if I can beat you. I should be able to, even if you are a little bit more better. Hey, I can actually meditate to learn some more skills. So hey, that's nice. Scamp, you are dead, scamp. Until healed. Yay, you have ascended to level 9 on this journey at the very least. You can at least get some willpower more. Everything you do is just a bit easier, more instinctive, more satisfying. It is as though you had suddenly developed keen senses and instincts. Yay, +3 to the willpower. Gonna get a little bit more strength too. I guess I'll increase at least this to 50, the intelligence. Even if I could be getting some other things too, but after all I kind of want to get my magic increased, so yeah. Is there any other bad things around here? I'm just really bravely now going and investigating here. Which may be dangerous, but on the other hand, kinda wanted to just come here now. Have a look-see. Scams are at least pretty easy to take care of. Welp. Not that much in here. That's the thing that I would think that was the case, that there wasn't that much in these specific locations, but well, still need to sometimes at least come and visit in here and try to investigate. I don't know if there would be some spot where you could be going somewhere like inside, maybe. That could be the case. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if some of these at least had something like that or not. At least don't see anything in here. I guess that's... would that be a tumor ruin? Sort of now then just starting to investigate completely different things. But on the other hand, when didn't manage to really find the thing that we were looking for yet. Oh, rat. Hello, rat. Have some fire. I'm sure you would enjoy it quite well. Aslan's region, yes. That's a green glow. Birds guarding this location from any outsiders. Hello. This is a surprising incident when I am actually surprising a cliff raiser. Pretty strong cliff raiser this one though, which makes me a little bit worried. At least I got one down, which is good for a certainty, and at least I can get those destruction spells a little bit more done now. Oh. Okay, at least I'm getting pretty good hits onto you. Lovely. Not too bad, not too bad. In the middle of all of these bodies we are. Okay. So yes, this would be a tumor ruin. I wonder how dangerous opponents there would be in the Ptuand. I wonder. The Ptuand wasn't the place we needed to go anyways, I'm very sure so. until healed. I would love to have my spell points at least back if I'm actually going into here, but as such I don't necessarily come here that often, so we could at least try to go and have a little bit of a look-see around. Oh dear. 2 Morrowind though. I think that I may die here, but hey. Then, so be it. I must try. I love Dreamer Ruins. They did defeat one. Have at thee. At least our spells are strong enough to defeat some of these centurions, which I am pleasantly surprised of. That's kind of a strange thing to see here. Where is another enemy? Oh, is it that ball? Or not? I think it's that ball. Not sure I like this. But also I like these, like, creations, these ball-shaped creations, for example. They're very interesting creations overall, I would say. I would say that they are very interesting looking creations. Well, quite a few have been killed. I'm quite happy with that. Okay. And tumor structures are some of my very much indeed favorites, so definitely nice to always come and explore these, even if they wouldn't be that extensive. Hive script. Scripts invaded this place. Script jelly. Hive scripts. They've all been killed though. The destruction of the scripts that tried to come into the tumor ruins. How unfortunate. Poor scripts. Hello script, you are the one alive. All your brethren have been killed. Though. All the brethren has been just destroyed. Slaughtered. Quite sad. It must be quite sad to be you all alone here as a little scrape. What would be in here? Trapped. Well, we do have something that we can at least try to use to open that. Disarm trap failed. That's okay. At least I'm using this out of our inventory then if it fails all the way. Has been used up. Well, then there's the journeyman. You may or may not, yay, succeed. You may or may not, but we immediately succeeded after that. It's kind of always the funny. This one is still trapped and locked. This one isn't. Be wary of the script, probably killed the others. That may be the case. That may be the case. Maybe it's not actually the centurions or these things that killed it, but rather the script. Murderous, carnivorous script, and specifically cannibalistic. But on the other hand, if it's a cannibalistic script, then I guess we don't have much to worry about in the end. Can I sleep outside, mayhap? I would enjoy some sleep. So we would actually have our spell points back. Yeah, so to speak, still in battle area, which is kind of weird. I don't see anyone right here. Unless there's someone right here who just, like, felt our presence. I guess so. It's one of these freaking things. With the spells that I don't think I like. But at least our spells are pretty efficient against them, and his are a lot less efficient against us nowadays. So hey, that's not too bad. Dwarven's Spectre. This has also been trapped. Sealed for a tumor closet has been trapped. Where's the probe? Let's probe it. Slowly, but surely. Someday. Yay. It's been done. It's been accomplished. Let's just equip that. Then we would have this if we want to be trying to cast a spell, rather. Aw. Not enough spell points. We're using a lot of time just hanging about here doing these things, but... sus, I guess it's okay. It's nice to be exploring this place after all, anyways. So... there is a Tremor shield that is not too heavy and only faked 15, actually. It is heavy though, as in it's not going to be something we wanna be using ourselves. But value 510, sure, I'm more than happy to be going and picking that. Okay, let's just for a moment, what would this look like on us? It'd be a nice looking shield, I think, but unfortunately I don't think that it would be something we would indeed wanna be using. Yes, it would be nice, but not something that is for us. Plus, it would be worse. It's just armor rating 3. It's so poor condition, I guess. It's old and all. It's more like antique. Okay, so I was thinking about actually having the torch for a moment so we can see a little bit more. So we don't actually have to be looking through all of this in the darkness. But as such, in the sense, it's also nice that we actually do need light here, cause, well, of course, like, if there's no light here, then we should hardly be able to see anything. Okay, Tumor Right Boltron, also heavy though, unfortunately. But definitely worth it for us to pick up. Rusty Tumor Gok is pretty damn heavy though, unfortunately. Value is pretty decent, but there's so many of these, I cannot even remotely hope to be picking up all of those. Well, that was pretty much it in that location. Some more Firebite, I think, is going to be of use. Let's do a save before advancing into this area. And investigate this downwards area. Hey, there's more scripts. And more killed scripts. Why don't these two scripts kill each other, though? It's my question. Why have they not killed each others when everyone else is dead? Hello. Very nice to see you and meet you and everything. Yay. Killed. Scrap. Yeah, I guess I can pick it up for now. That is. Still, gears are going and turning here though. A lot of these blighted scripts, but most of them are dead. But why aren't all of them then dead? This is still my question. Why only some of them are dead, and why there is suddenly a dead adventurer here who still looks very much like he would have died just like yesterday or something. Ooh, a silver shot skewer. Two-handed spear. That also could be something we could be starting to maybe use against those birds. I usually like to use the spear because it has a little bit of a longer range. Rope, lockpick, totally something that I'm happy to pick up. He also had actually bone mold armors, which is interesting. That's not value high enough, I wouldn't say. Fake 20. Can't be picking everything from you. There's something strange, odd about this place, for sure. Yes, I would agree on that. Especially concerning the scripts, it's very strange. He still got all the way here, this guy too, after all. And then, suddenly, dead. Here, by something. Did the scripts do it? Did he kill the scripts? And not actually other things? Like the other beasts didn't kill the scripts. They didn't care about the scripts. But then this adventurer killed them. Ooh, key to put you out even. But, yeah, murder scripts. But then what killed him? Heavy Tremor chest. Well, Tremor coins. Then the bowl. Dwarven Warhammer. It's pretty heavy though. We pretty much are almost not able to carry no more if we don't drop something soon. So, yes. We're pretty much in our carrying capacity. There's bones here too. I wonder whose bones. It looks like human bones though. Mayhap. Don't think that that's a way we can go. Let's see. Let's do a little save. We can rest again, so I shall do so. See, it's eating it. Surely the script, and that's why these few script don't care about me, because they still have this full body to consume. They don't need me. They can be just eating that. But I got a key, but it doesn't really seem like there's a lot of purpose for a key. Like, this is the full place. It's explored. Saddening, but true. Well. Well, it was nice to be visited in another little tumor ruin, unless there's some other entrance into this location from some other spot, which may be the case, but I'll leave before these scripts decide to be turning hostile towards me and murderize me instead. I think that's a good enough plan as it is. Yes. Goodbye, tumor ruin. How much is the clock though? 12 AM. Let's just get the time at least like 6 hours ahead, because it's nicer to be going and heading actually out when it's all light and everything. I don't know which one was our shield anymore when we got the other one too, which is kind of unfortunate. Okay, well, it was very nice to visit here. I can have a look if there's anything else, but I kind of doubt it. Are you a razor or you're a hanger? You're a hanger, clearly. You're a little bit trying to be a razor, you're actually trying to get to me, but you're pretty badly failing in it. No need. Well, at least finally, I helped you to try to actually ascend to me. Yay. I gotcha. So. Yeah, I do. Oh, Nick's Hound too wanted a piece of me, but unfortunately for him, I'm far away from him now. I always do love this sort of visual overall. These ruins do look nice, even if they don't seem to often hold a lot in them, but they still look nice. Like this sort of visuals. There's a lot of these sort of where you can take a nice picture when the sun is rising up and everything. And you get up in this sort of a time. There's some sort of a location there in the middle, but that definitely shouldn't be the burial ground, clearly, because it was supposed to be something that was in the middle of the coast and the Red Mountains, so maybe somewhere around here it might be the location if I would have turned in the right spot. Cerconibal. Interesting. But now I'm interested about that because we happened to spot that, so I guess I'll go there instead in the meantime. Yay, alteration skill improves, woohoo! That is also nice, at least. As such, we are kind of already carrying too much, which is very much true, but well, just let's get that fatigue up. I think it's a good plan. Ainap. This place is an Ainap. Ooh. Well, it got a few candles. That's for sure. That's interesting. sort of a visual effect immediately when we arrive into this location. Let's get our torch. Candles. I can hear very magical noises as such. Just a little bit dark cavern, I could say, but there's still candles that are lit here, which is quite intriguing. Who has lit these candles all over in here? I guess this guy. What are you even? You are something bad, I would think. Something very bad, at least magically very bad. Okay, let's see. Is there something nice that I could do? Maybe absorb magic or something? I don't know what you are even. Yeah, very atmospheric, and then suddenly, God, death. Possibly at least. I am killing it, sort of. I just can't really see it. Yeah, it's also real down, but so am I now. So that's a slight bit of a problem. Just a few strikes. Barely. What are you? Ash slave. I didn't really remember an ash slave. I don't really remember almost anything about an ash slave. Interesting, though. Very interesting. I need rest. Like, definitely after that. Which was the way we came from? Probably that way? I don't know. Actually. I need to get into a safer location to sleep. I would say. Just a slight bit. Because that was almost my death. So, yes. Okay. Back to here, back to outside. Let's sleep a little bit again. 12 hours straight. Needed for that. Resting. And the ass slave didn't even have anything. Well, it's so difficult to see here. Exactly, though. I went into a strange spot. Okay, so not going into there, but rather going into this direction, I think is the better option then, because dropping down there just seems to sort of be bad. I could try to, of course, also go and cast the light, but it stays very... did I have actually the night eye or something like that? Because that might help us actually see here a little bit better. 10 points for 30 seconds. It's not going to last for a long time. I probably should use that if I meet other enemies in all reality. Because then I need to be able to see where they are. I could actually like equip even my sword. At least we're back into this spot that we were in before. So, yes. Okay. I think this might be in time for the night eye. Maybe even then the shield. And then just start by trying to do some of these sort of things. Oh, you're a different type of thing. Yes. You're a very much different type of a creature. Black Heart Blight, which is not good. Yes, Grunt. Well, I ain't gonna be able to move anywhere right now. So that's bad. I died. Do I want the quick load? Yes, I wanna load that one, I think, for now. Hey, we're dead. Yay. Well, it's impossible to see. Let's try that one more time before then just deciding that this is a little bit too much for us, I guess. Okay, let's just do otherwise the thing again. Potion of cure, restore. Of course I could use some other potions too. It's not like that's the worst idea. I could very easily. At least he allows me to just go and have a look-see around if I want to drink some potions before attacking me. And everything. Maybe use the fortify. Sure, let's drink some brandy. Thank you for the raid, by the way. Apparently, yes, I got raided. Thanks for the raid, Visineko. Didn't see it very well, but thank you for the raid. Okay, let's see. What else do I wanna do? I want to get my shield, of course. Or, well, one of these shields. Try to avoid its hits, if I can, that is. And try to just cast our spells well enough. There's nothing more. Good. Ooh, lame corpus. Corpus weepings. Lovely. Sounds just lovely. Enemies nearby. At least with the night eye we saw a little bit better, so that's nice enough. That's just the problem again that like can't see damn anything. Nothing without some light. I need a torch. And we want to be able to see anything at all. Yes, that's another beautiful example of Morrowind creatures, isn't it? Isn't it just beautiful? Wouldn't you like to get some cuddles from it? I'm sure you would love that. Wouldn't you? Love to get some cuddles from it. Oh, and there's more of those enemies there. This definitely isn't necessarily something that I should be even... God damn it, there's even enemies here. There's enemies everywhere. Why can't the enemies leave me alone? No. The enemies must be around. Totally. Enemy, where are you? Okay, now I can rest. Whew. Morning dew coming up again. When we're just battling the nightmareous creatures. Would kiss it passionately. I believe you on that. I definitely do. So you should. So you should. Lovely looking, like indeed the just shadows here, missions and everything. Got a little sick of the thought. Aw, sadness. Okay, let's see if we can find more of those lovely creatures. Don't we? I do wonder what is keeping all of these lights here, candles and everything. Do wonder that, like, what is keeping them alight until, well, I guess these ash slaves. Ash slaves are the ones who are actually doing it. And I don't have any more of those potions that would be able to make me see better in here, so this is very dangerous for me to try to go forward. Yes, like one arm, huge, the other a lot smaller and everything, and so is the legs. So beautiful. So very, very pretty. Very pretty creature. So, what other monsters may there be? May I ask? What other monsters in the night shall this place hold? Morrowind music. What the hell are you then? Well, you have a lovely face, I would say. Definitely look very nice. Your face is very good, I would say. Sad that you're not wanting to show it to us anymore, but yes, your face looked very good. Assault. I can hear more voices from there. Okay, it's that slow guy. But we can basically escape from it if we must. And we probably need to, because especially now. We would have needed to. Yep, we're dead now. Yep. Lame Gorbus killed me. Or lack of a face, yes. Yes, beautiful eyes. Yes, very, very beautiful eyes. The problem is I don't have a lot of even magic anymore. So that is a bit of a problem. There's not really any point of me using that yet. I'm trying to like doing it so that I would be able to retreat away from it when possible, but of course it's not exactly that easy to do. Let's drink at least one of these sheep health potions, I think. It's so impossible to even do that when like you're trying to do that. Hey, I would like to actually start to be hitting him. I would need to cast this. But he stopped me from doing it. I just want to be able to do it. I think I should just change into that after I have used all of my otherwise magic, because I can do that without the magic to heal myself. Before that, try to kill him with the magic. And yeah, there he is coming very, very slowly in to us. I should try to stop him from hitting me a lot though. Okay, now then, Mara's gift. Then I would need to just start hacking and slashing and hoping to kill him. It's just so annoying when he can put me down like that. Stun, so to speak. That's the like worst situation that can happen. And sometimes it feels like he's hitting me for way further, more further away than actually he should be. Ugh, I'm so almost dead. I did win now though, at least. Barely. Barely. These guys are lame. Yes. You don't say. You don't say. You noticed that too. That these guys are very much indeed lame. Well, that's just a zombie, but this is very lame guy. There's still more enemies. Ugh. So many of these enemies around here. I do not approve of it. We are doing it slowly. But again, I kind of would have to start climbing back up. Because it's not like I can go forward with this health and mana. I started to do completely different stuff than what we actually tried to come and start to be doing here, but... well... yeah, I would just like to be able to rest here, but it's just like we would have to go so far above to be able to hope to even rest. Ooh, finally. Lovely. Full health. Again. Let's investigate more down, because I can. Of course, probably. If there's going to be more at once than just one at a time, then yeah, we're gonna be having a lot of difficulty in that situation for a certainty though. We're gonna have a serious issues then. Yeah, this I was thinking that this looks like a strange altar, but well, his body is just kind of in an interesting way there. Very, very interestingly. And there is more enemies because we weren't able to sleep here, so that's the unfortunate situation and the fact here. A door. Einab Shrine. Lovely. Interestingly enough, we can sleep now. Not before. Now we can. Let's see what the shrine at least looks like. before probably escaping with our lives. Hello. At least you are actually normal looking. You have contracted with her. Seems great. Great idea. Great fact. For certainty. Well. So yeah, I think someone is also casting spells from there on me, but I'm over encumbered, which is a pretty big problem here too. And I might like to retreat. Feature. I don't have any mana. Magic points to be casting anything. I can of course always just go ahead and drop something in here. Enough to then think of coming back into here a little bit later on. Let's see. Have a hammer. Have a pauldron. Have a one shield. Yes. Have all of those items for yourself. Yeah, his clothes are very much missing, and that guy is casting lots of spells from there, and I don't like it. I don't like seeing all of those spells being cast upon us. Enemies are nearby all of a sudden. Which, again, I cannot say I like, because I would actually need to sleep. Well, apparently there indeed is a freaking enemy right here. I never investigated into this area. Well, he does have lovely eyes. At least the ash zombie was one of the least scary. So, I think we should be fine. Very slowly going down. Well, I don't really fancy going that way to investigate then on the other hand, but... is there a lot more in here? Don't think there's a lot more. Well, there is. God damn it, so many places to go and explore. Well, I'm not gonna be heading there now. Maybe we now can sleep here. Maybe, with luck. Maybe other enemies are far enough. Yeah, those things are pretty creepy. I would agree on that, London Rook. Welcome to the stream as well. Okay, let's sleep. Again, a little bit. So let's see. Can I... Is this a disease or is it just trade attributes? Because if it's just trade attributes, that's going to be very annoying. Quite annoying. Let's see. I do have to at least try it out if I can cure it. Even though it's probably not gonna work, but I have to try. Ooh, it worked. Lovely. Perfect. I love that spell now. So very much. So very much. Ooh, okay, well, let's go and have a pay visit to that freaking thing who was casting all of those spells at us before. Yep. Do we have any more something like absorb magic or something? Probably not really. Well, just gotta go. This battle was again pretty difficult against these things. Especially when it doesn't seem like my spells are actually doing what I wanna try to get them to do. As in not hitting him. That's the standard. If I already would need to be using the last of the health potions though, that would also be sort of bad. Of course I could also try to just cast a healing spell. Which I think is actually going to be worth it, and after that we can always try to do some other things. Oh no, there's another one. That's a zombie. Die, Witcher. Yeah, like someone took their praise out by their face. Yep, pretty much. I think I killed one of them though, right? I think so. Then there's just all the others there, which isn't exactly great, but it's definitely not the worst. So, another zombie of some type was moving this way. And that's some other creature coming here. Again, pretty much like a completely naked... well... Naked lady. Okay. I need my sword up. I would again like to actually go and heal up a little bit, if you wouldn't mind. Thank you. Yes. Well, we are doing it very slowly, but we are doing it. Okay, just more spells on his face, yes. The only bad thing is that he's right next to us now. The good thing is at least there's not anyone else. Lovely. He's down. Ooh. Wrapped corpus meat hunk. He is a dreamer. She is a dreamer, that is. Well, I guess it explains why they don't have clothes. Who needs clothes if they are dreaming? And corpus stalker, on the other hand. All sort of things here. And then you, who I left all of my stuff to. Large wrapped corpus meat. Sure, I guess. I didn't try to do that. I again tried to just pick this up. There's still quite a bit more to explore in this area though, I would say. I guess it's a good question if I can sleep here, and I cannot, so it would mean that there's even more or some... This is quite of a place. There's quite a shrine here, I would say. I don't know if I have ever been in exactly this sort of a location. So many just chests and books and everything put into here. Ocean of Weather, Fortify. I think I need to be dropping some other stuff down. Pretty much necessarily if I want to be picking stuff up in here. So what would be the most... That weighs a lot, but isn't worth a lot. Isn't the... Didn't I pick up some pipes, scrap metal, from these things? These at least I could probably drop some. That's actually vampire dust is indeed pretty valuable. I think I can drop the scrap metal. Was there some other stuff that I was thinking about? Of course I can drop some of these type of things if I really wanna, but there's a lot of stuff here for sure. Bone mold boots. Bone, part 1. Medium armor skill increased. I would love to get more of these bone books, so before we would actually go ahead and start reading them. I think this was definitely worth it to come and investigate though, I would say. Imperial belt for some reason. Then a lot of trapped chests. Silver claymore. Good value. Also expensive. What do I carry? What do I leave behind? What do you think about this shrine? I like it at least, look-wise. Trapped. Well, let's see if we can untrap some of these things. Disarm trap failed. Failed. Forever just fail. Yay. But that used it up. So we can open this without problems. Greater soul gems even. I'll pick them up, sure. But that's not only locked. It's also... Well, we did get another journeyman probe from that one and that adventure, didn't we? So hey, actually that's kind of perfect even, maybe. If we can somehow do this. Yay, we did it. Okay, well, then we can start using our apprentice locksmith. Oh, not too complex. Oh well. Then we can use our spell. It's like, oh, then we can do this. Well, then we can do this instead. And everything. Yay. Ooh, 271 gold. I'll be happy to take that. We are over encumbered though. So, which things are worth it to carry? Which things are not worth it to carry? God damn it. This is 32. This is 21.6. It's pretty much half the value. And this is 32. Yes, a little bit more fate, but overall, value-wise, it's more worth it than this one, Silver Claymore is. But what about the other stuffs? That is fake 10. This is fake 10, but value is only 170. I guess that's one of those things that we shall definitely drop. We are using one of these, of course, ourselves. Pommeled are both runs. I'm pretty sure that it's exactly the same. 120. Take 16. Value only 100. Drop that. Fake 15, value 510. Definitely not something we would be dropping. Like, one of the most bigger problem then, or which takes a lot of time. What do we drop? What do we keep around? Always these issues when actually your carrying capacity was something to also keep in mind. This is faked 11.2. 10. Okay, let's just go through these a little bit too. If there's some stuff that is especially heavy on these ingredients, then I do definitely think that we should at least drop it away. If it's only 0.1 or 0.2, I don't think it's really worth it. Crab meat isn't even valuable. We can always go and kill some crabs. Cool heart. Ooh, well, nice. Hope you enjoy your wine then, Tayunta. So had a completely great day. That's also good to hear. Corpus meat. It's not really said that it's valuable in any way. We just for some reason wanted to be picking up that corpus meat. Kakori hide. 0.2, 0.1. Rat meats. Definitely don't need rat meats. That is too valuable to drop. Then what? What else do we wanna go and drop? .1s. That is 0.5. Guess I could drop a couple of corpus. Violet corpus things. Anyways. Huh. Well, we're still carrying a little bit too much anyways. Oh, there's a tube at least. But on the other hand, it's only 0.5. So value for it is pretty good in that. Pretty much just hype for starting stream and been enjoying like hell so far. That's real nice. It's good that you've been enjoying it for sure. Very good. It is fun, for sure. It is definitely fun. Let's drop one of our high quality torches. Something. Yeah, lantern. To be honest, this is pretty heavy for a freaking candle. Fake 2, the same as the lantern paper. Candle dead trick. That I definitely don't need. I would say the problem with these books and the like is that I usually hate dropping books. That's also a heavy book, this Bone Part 1, I would say. Shelter of the Sky. I could probably drop some books if they aren't very valuable and something that we have, for example, read. What would there be? Of course, we got also plenty of scrolls, but they don't usually fade a lot. Spirits of Daedra. The annotated Anwat is something that we have met quite a lot, I think. The real Barensia Volume 5 isn't actually very valuable, but I just really like it. But as such, I'm sure we can buy the full series in some other place, but on the other hand, if I can, then that would suck. The Hope of the Redoran, Doors of the Spirit, Candidates of Mivek. Let's drop one of the books. Okay, Ancestors and the Dahmer. Did I ever read this? Probably not. I don't remember at least reading it, so let's read this and drop it after verse. So we have read then about the Dahmer and their ancestor worship. Yes. So, Ancestors and the Dahmer. Ghosts walk among them. The departed spirits of the Dunmeri, and perhaps those of all races, persist after death. The knowledge and power of the departed ancestors benefits the bloodlines of the Dunmeri houses. The bond between the living family members and immortal ancestors is partially plot, partially ritual, partly volitional. A member brought into the house through marriage binds himself through ritual and oath into the clan and gains communication and benefits from the clan's ancestors. However, his access to the ancestors is less than his offspring, and he retains some access to the ancestors of his own bloodline. And do you dare to drop any? That's the question. I've decided to drop this after we have read it. At least, though, as such, usually the books are pretty valuable too, and it's... As such, it's not like this is no value, this book, so it's a little bit of a problem. The Family Shrine. Each residence has a family shrine. In poorer homes, it may be no more than a hearth or alcove where family relics are displayed and venerated. In wealthy homes, a room is set aside for the use of the ancestors. This shrine is called the Waiting Door and represents the door to oblivion. Here the family members pay their respects to their ancestors through sacrifice and prayer, through oaths sworn upon duties, and through reports on the affairs of the family. In return, the family may receive information, training, and blessings from the family's ancestors. The ancestors are thus the protectors of the home, and especially the precincts of the Waiting Door. The Ghost Fence. It is a family's most solemn duty to make sure their ancestors remains are interred properly in the city of the dead, such as a Necron. Here the spirits draw comfort from one another against the chill of the mortal world. However, as a sign of a great honor and sacrifice, an ancestor may grant that part of his remains be retained to serve as part of a ghost fence, protecting the clan's shrine and family precincts. Such an arrangement is often part of the family member's will, that a knucklebone shall be saved out of his remains and incorporated with solemn magic and ceremony into a clan ghost fence. In more exceptional cases, an entire skeleton or even a preserved corpse may be pawned into a ghost fence. These remains become a beacon and focus for ancestral spirits, and for the spirit of the remains in particular. The more remains used to make a ghost fence, the more powerful the fence is, and the more powerful mortals in life have the most powerful remains. The great ghost fence created by the tribunal to hold back the blight incorporates the bones of many heroes of the temple and of the houses in Doril and Redoran who dedicated their spirits to the temple and clan as their surrogate families. The ghost fence also contains bones taken from the catacombs of Necrom and the many battlefields of Morrowind. That's just interesting. I didn't actually know that that's how the ghost fence has been made of the ancients. The ancient spirits, dead, dumber, that have sacrificed themselves into these things. The mortal shield. Spirits do not like to visit the mortal world, and they do so only out of duty and obligation. Spirits tell us that the other world is more pleasant, or at least more comfortable for spirits than our real world, which is cold, bitter, and full of pain and loss. Mad spirits. Spirits that are forced to remain in our world against their will may become mad spirits or ghosts. Some spirits are born to this world because of some terrible circumstances of their death, or because of some powerful emotional bond to a person, place, or things. These are called hauntings. Some spirits are captured and pawned to enchanted items by wizards. If the binding is involuntary, the spirit usually goes mad. A willing spirit may or may not retain its sanity, depending on the strength of the spirit and the wisdom of the enchanter. Well, there are the soul stones that you can capture things in. Some spirits are bound against their wills to protect family shrines. This unpleasant fate is reserved for those who have not served the family faithfully in life. Dutiful and honorable ancestral spirits often aid in the capture and binding of wayward spirits. These spirits usually go mad and make terrifying guardians. They are ritually prevented from harming mortals of their clans, but that does not necessarily discourage them from mischievous or peevish behavior. They are exceedingly dangerous for intruders. And at the same time, if an intruder can penetrate the spirit's madness and play upon the spirit's resentment of his own clan, the angry spirits may be manipulated. Oblivion. The existence of oblivion is acknowledged by all Tamriel cultures, but there is little agreement on the nature of that other world, other than it is the place where the Etra and the Deetra live, and that communication and travel are possible between this world and oblivion through magic and ritual. The Dhamma do not emphasize the distinction between this world and oblivion as do the human cultures of Tamriel. They regard our world and the other world as a pool with many paths from one end to the other rather than two separate worlds of different natures, with distinct borders. This philosophical viewpoint may account for the greater affinity of elves for magic and its practices, foreign views of Dunmeri ancestor worship and spirit magic. The Altmeri and Postmeri cultures also venerate their ancestors, but only by respecting the orderly and blissful passage of these spirits from this world to the next. That is, Wood Elves and High Elves believe it is cruel and unnatural to encourage the spirits of the dead to linger in our world. Even more grotesque and repugnant is the display of the bodily remains of ancestors in the coast fences and ash pits. The presentation of finger bones in a family shrine, for example, is sacrilegious to the Postmer who eat their dead, and barbaric to the Altmer who inter their dead. Everyone has their own way. One eats, one inters, one displays the finger bones and puts people into or spirits into the coast fences. All have their own ways. The human cultures of Tamriel are ignorant and fearful of dark elves and their culture, considering them to be inhuman and evil, like orcs and Argonians, but more sophisticated. The human populations of Tamriel associate Dunmeri ancestor worship and spirit magic with necromancy. In fact, this association of the Dark Elves with necromancy is at least partially responsible for the dark reputation of Dunmer throughout Tamriel. This is generally an ignorant misconception, for necromancy outside the acceptable clan rituals is a most abhorrent abomination in the eyes of the Dunmer. The Dark Elves would never think of practicing sorcerous necromancy upon any Dark Elf or upon the remains of any elf. However, Dark Elves consider the human and Orcish races to be little more than animals. There is no injunction against necromancy upon such remains, or on the remains of any animal, bird, or insect. So humans are viewed a little bit differently. Imperial policy officially recognizes the practices of Dunmeri ancestors' veneration and spirit magic as a religion, and protects their freedom to pursue such practices so long as they do not threaten the security of the empire. Privately, most imperial officials and traders believe Dark Elf ancestor worship and displays of remains are barbaric or even necromantic. Ah, lovely. Telvanni necromancy. The Telvanni are adept masters of necromancy. They do not, however, practice necromancy upon the remains of Dark Elves. Saint Telvanni regards such practices with loathing and righteous anger. They do practice necromancy upon the remains of animals and upon the remains of humans, orcs, and Argonians, who are technically more than animals in Morrowind. no more than animals in Morrowind, yes. Publisher's note. This book was written by an unknown scholar as a guide for foreign visitors to Morrowind shortly after the armistice was signed. Armistice. Many of these practices have since fallen into disfavor. The most obvious changes are those regarding the practice of necromancy and the Great Coast Fence. Dumber today regard necromancy upon any of the accepted races as an abomination. Oh, it has changed. The Ghost Fence has forced many changes in the practice of ancestor worship. With the vast majority of ancestors' remains going to the strengthened Great Coast Fence around the mountain of Dakotur, there are very few clan coast fences in Morrowind. The temple discourages such practices among the houses as selfish. The upkeep of family tombs and private waiting doors has also fallen into disfavor, as very few remains have been buried in these tombs and shrines since the armistice. In recent years, most Dummer venerate a small portion of their ancestors' remains kept at a local temple. Yeah, there's enough lore for several games. But yes, this isn't the case anymore, but it very much used to be. But that's interesting. Ancestors and the Dummer was an interesting book, but yeah, value only 25, so it's not really worth it. Okay, let's have a look-see. Sus, it's not like we need those, but as sus we don't need to yet drop anything else. Pretty soon, I'm sure, but not quite yet. This very interesting looking place, though. Do you guys like the look of these shrines here? Well, just all the corpus meat being put into there. Lovely. This seems dangerous. To be just... Oh, my torch ran out. Aw. Sadness. Finally, my torch completely ran out. Ooh, what's this? 6-house bell hammer. That's pretty valuable. I think I have to be taking that. Even it is faked 75, but freaking 5,000 value? Well, 6th house. Lovely. So, what do we drop down? I think the silver claymore will go. It's one of the few things that we can drop that will automatically, like, we will definitely need to drop. I would love to keep the Dwarven Warhammer, just because, but I'm not sure if I can drop enough of all this other stuff to carry that, so we'll see. Or if it's worth it, even. And yeah, it was a jackpot, enough to bribe a full village. Totally. Very much. Dwarven Warhammer. If you can get a good price for it though, yeah, that's of course a good question. We'll need to find a place where to get a good price for it. I would still love to keep the Dwarven Warhammer, it's just the problem that it also fades a lot. But I don't have a lot of else that I can drop exactly. Silver Claymore, all the extra bone mold armor pieces would have been dropped. I don't know if those would even require repairs or not, which is also a good question. This will get 15 more if I drop it. That's very close as sus. It's kind of a shame. I would love to be having that tumor shield with us too. It's quite nice looking, but yes. Then I would need to drop very little anymore. Of course, I could always drop the silver spear too, but I kind of would like to use it. Maybe even myself later on, if I can start to be learning to use it. I don't know. Okay, so what was the little bit heavier stuff here? over encumbered still for a little bit. I'm sure there's something that I can drop here that... It was the one big piece of... Yeah, this for example, large wrapped corpse. It's just one. It's not that much. Can probably go and drop something else. If I want. Call me this more worth to carry though. Sure. Who needs wrapped corpse meat even? Yes, must play a little bit when got into these spells that make sounds. So many sounds. They will just have to contend with the fact that there's just a random stuff being dropped into here now then. Well, there is quite a bit more that we would need to sort of investigate though, and there's enemies nearby, so I would need to again rest, and I don't fancy just leaving now when we've started to explore this place, so yeah. Also as sus, I would have to say that I probably should actually go on and pick up the torch that I dropped, because my previous torch burned out, and I definitely don't want to be ending up in a situation where I would have no light source with me at all, because that would be real bad. Just the problem that it has a couple of fates, so I would need to drop something else then for a certainty. I just don't want to drop my candle, even though it's very silly that I don't want to drop a candle. I still don't. Eh, god damn it. I'm pretty sure that I can also justify dropping some other book though. Is there any really... Well, for example, the real Baransia is real sheep. Fine, it's 4. The item will not fit. Fine. The item will not fit, then that's fine. Let's just drop the real Baransia into here. I just hate to drop the real Baransia because I love that series. Warhammer's gone, but there's other stuff lying around. Yes, definitely. This actually, I can drop this. I think that we even read this, and this really isn't that interesting of a book, so yeah. That, definitely, drop that. The Homilities of the Blessed Almalexia. It's quite interesting that you can read it that well, actually. That's nice of it, though. That you can read it that well. Okay, lovely. So, what else do you happen to have here? Have a little bit of a fire, too. Another set of fire. Goodbye, Dreamer. I'm interested to know if they have anything in the water, but if I go on and investigate that, I definitely don't wanna go and burn my torch. Don't see much. Kind of a shame. Would love it if there would be actually something in the water, but doesn't seem that there's anything interesting in the pool of water, which is fine. Okay, just equip the torch back then. Let's do a little quick save again. There's actually some more light here. Oh, is this the last ritual place here? That's such a interesting looking thing. Corpus meat hunk. It's definitely very dietric, I would say. Very much. Is there indeed nothing else than just corpus meat hunks that I could be picking up here, though? Truly. No emerald or something. Rupees. Statues. I would kind of like to have an ash statue. No matter how funny it is to be just picking up an ass statue then when it fades as much as it does. The anticipation, is it worth it? Don't think it's really worth it. Let's drop the anticipations. It's a nice enough looking book, but otherwise I just steal one of their ass statues even. Yes. The ultimate prize, yes. Very. Well, hey, I left a book for them. They should be okay with that. Well, hey, this was a intriguing looking place, and there's still the little bit of a direction that I didn't explore on the upper area. But I think this area is taken care of. Whew, that's nice enough that we were able to do it, even though they were definitely not the easiest things to kill, all of those. And definitely were not. So I would need to turn left here. There might be something more for us to investigate over here. Not necessarily that much, but at least a little bit. Is this really deep? It seems to be going deeper, which means that I probably should take that off. Where? Oh, fishies. Are you a fish? If you're just a fishy, then that's fine. Come here, fishy. You're nothing now, little slaughterfish. Well, even if there's a couple of you, it's still nothing. Okay, do we see anything interesting in here? Doesn't seem like it. But hey, then we have completely investigated the area too. Woohoo. That seems good to me. That seems all good. Lovely. Then we can just equip our torch again and actually try to navigate out of this place and being completely in our maximum carrying capacity, being unable to take anything more. We only need a couple of more skills leveled up to be able to gain a level up, so hey, that's pretty sweet. As such, we have indeed gone and done a lot of fire magic and all sort of magics too, as such. Well, not all sort of, really destruction the most. A little bit of alteration, more alteration nonetheless than previously. Game and acrobatics, but unfortunately that's not a skill that will give us any level ups. For a certainty. Okay. Just climbing out of this. Okay, it's that guy. That's not good. Maybe I should try to cast this quickly on myself. So that we could actually try to get some fatigue. Then I do definitely need to start making damage into this guy though. And then I would need to see him. Which is one of the main issues here. I cannot see this damn thing. Can I cast this? Good. That definitely helps though. Let's see if I can try to kill him a little bit with this too. Okay. A new ash slave. Where did you come from? Okay, well, hopefully now we can get out of here safely. Hopefully. Hopefully there's not more of them. Might have also used the restore health spell. Yeah, he was all the way here on the top floor as such, so that's okay. Weesh. We're back out, woohoo. And then, even though I shouldn't be carrying anything more, basically I still go and pick up those flowers. Can't rest here though, so can I rest inside now? Yes. Good. Very good, I would say. Then we need some fire bites. We can equip our... Oh, it's It's not necessarily that nice to be leaving even now. So I guess I shall be waiting for a longer time. Right now, cleared the dungeon and got plenty of loot. Nice. Yes. Plenty of loot. Even too much to carry, in all honesty. But hey, another... Well, basically we didn't even clear just one dungeon, we cleared 2 dungeons. Unless we don't count Tumor Place as a dungeon, but rather just as a great tumor area. Tourist places are very special after all. That's an interesting looking claw, but I think that we basically were there just a moment ago. Well, yeah, it's just that one flying, levitating creature. But I think I probably should be heading back because I highly doubt it's more into there. It should have been somewhere around here. I think. I'm pretty sure about that. So let's just cast this and start to be heading backwards and have a look if we can actually get there. Oh, I was thinking already, that looked like an alien from that sort of perspective. It's just, it reminded me of, well, alien movies even may have. Just looked very alien right there and then. Oh, that would be Pearl possibly over there, but oh well, it's not too big of an issue. I have too much everything anyways. As such, maybe I should have a look actually. What this actually would look if we equipped it. Is it very pretty looking? I wouldn't say. It's interesting but not very pretty. Well, we could start using it if we really want it. But blunt weapon. As such, we do have blunt weapon skills as well that we should be increasing. So in that sense, sure. But okay, so we should actually do alchemy and enchant so that we could get intelligence, I think. Maybe on the level ups a little bit better. I just really haven't done either one. I should probably train them one time soon, at least a little bit, so we could actually start doing them a little bit efficiently and then get the mortal and pestle and everything like that. Okay, where's my weapon? This is my weapon, and I already have the that's not actually my weapon. This is my weapon that I needed. Okay. Does this look right to you guys? Does this look quite right? I'm just asking. I was thinking, what is that? It looks like someone's tail and then... Oh, it's a slaughter fish. Maybe it's the type of fish who comes into the beach to lay eggs there so that they are more safe there than just laying straight into the water. Because there's those certain type of fishes that come into the land to lay their eggs and everything, and then they go back. There appears to be a glitch in the matrix, yes. So it seems, so it very much seems. Well, I'm happy to know that slaughterfishes can survive like this. Okay. Let's practice some more alterations, I think. Do need to keep an eye out if we can see actually that there would be a cairn stone. Something that would look more than just a stone. Possibly also means that we should be walking more on the land. Swim, little fishy, swim! Be free of your water prison, yes. Totally. I'm glad that he can be free, yes. Very glad. But yeah, probably should be walking on the land and not on the water, so maybe can spot it somewhere around here. We'll see. It's a test, it's a theory. How does a blonde kill a fish? I don't know. Do tell, Tajunta. By drowning it. Haha, yes. That would be a good way to kill it. For sure. As some wishes, I guess you could be killing like that, in a sense. Like, isn't a shark, for example, something that has to be able to swim all the time, or it drowns because it can't breathe? If it's a lot of at least sharks, that it has to be on the move all the time. So if you would be drowning it by actually just like stopping it, then it's kind of possible. And yes, quality joke, absolutely quality joke. Okay, let's see. Long way to go back, but let's just try to keep an eye out on any possible landmarks, like cairnstones. No matter where it would be, just keep an eye on them. That looks like a little bit more special type of a plant. I should probably go and pick it up. Yeah, only some sharks. I didn't say all sharks, but some sharks nonetheless. Do need to be doing that. I don't remember which shark specifically, but some. There's a lot of different type of sharks, of course, so not all of them need to do it. Fire battles. Oh, ash storm coming up. Lovely. Oh well. There is, of course, also the issue that I needed to take the bow from the ancestral shrine, didn't I? So, if I'm already carrying to maximum capacity, how in the nine hells am I exactly going to also carry that bow? Unless I gain a new level up before that and actually can get the strength a little bit more up. My question is, how am I going to do that? This is the weird spot with that green shell. Then probably would have to be earlier. Probably that is. I kind of would like to go and investigate into that region. You failed casting the spell. Die. Die, Nick's Hound. You need to die. Because there's mushrooms and everything. I don't know how often I've been going into that region. Stupid Nick's Hound. Surprising me from behind like that. Die. Thank you. Okay. I can rest here. Maybe I could rest something like 4 hours or something. It should be pretty much close to full health and everything, and then there's the ash storm. I was thinking that then it's still light enough, not dark, so that I can actually see. But there is, of course, the issue on the other hand that there's then the ash storm. But just come here so I can kill you, bird. Okay. But I don't see any specifically marks that there would be any cairnstones, unless that would be a cairnstone, but that would look weird as a cairnstone. I would think that it would have to be a little bit different looking. I don't think cairnstones look like that. That's like almost like a dead seal strider. Why don't we see any wild seal striders? Have they all been domesticated? That's my question. Have all seal striders been domesticated? That's some sort of a place. Some sort of more Daedric ruins. Not sure what's there. Don't see exactly properly well enough what kind of a thing there was. Well, some sort of people or Daedras possibly. Don't fancy going there. Well, I think they should be already happy of me just bringing them like Daedric Warhammer, to be honest. Who is gonna be able to just... Not just anybody could be going and getting them a Daedric Warhammer, just saying. Just saying. That's like a dead tree, it's not a cairnstone. I don't think. You wouldn't think that this is a cane stone. Sure, it looks different, but it's like a very dead tree. Well, I do have a long way to go to get all the way into that location anyways. Back into the area where we started from, so... plenty of time to try to find cairn stones. Is this the cairn stone? Who knows? Whoever would know. I wish they would be putting some sort of a writing or something into that specific stone, which is supposed to be the cairn stone. Mayhap. Otherwise, I guess I will just roam around there and see if I can happen to be able to spot the place that I need to be able to get into. We'll see, we'll see. Have you guys seen anything specific that would make you think that this is the thing that is meant by it yet? Have you not? Well, I almost just would like to indeed go in there. And you can see that vegetation over there, like that. A lot more fancier than this, just going through this dead forest, dead trees all the time. Especially when we already basically went past here, but when we... I doubt it's forward even more. It would seem very strange if it was. Hello, hello. How are you, bird? At least you are one of a kind. Again, one of the faster ones, so I'm very glad of your fastness. So you don't have to be one of the cliffhangers forever, ever, and ever. Ah, mushrooms. I want to go to the mushroom land. Sort of. Cairnstone. Does this look something special? Haven't seen anything which is identical with the hundreds of other stones spread across the coastline, yeah. There's a rat, but the rat doesn't seem to be coming towards us. So what is? Which isn't, yes. Which isn't exactly like all the other stuff. Well, I guess maybe was you then, rat? Mud pit. That's not a cairnstone though. No matter how much of a mud pit it is. It's not a cairnstone. And now I'm almost back to the Ushilaku camp, which is a problem. This is a problem. This is a problem and a half. I may just go more inland and try to go to forward in there and try to find the right place, in all honesty. Because I don't... it would just feel so weird that it's even more forward though. Have a little bit of a fire, have a little bit of a fire. There you go. Dispose of your corpse. Would that be a cairnstone? It's put a little bit differently together, so that could be something, but then that's really not very far even that we were supposed to come if that would truly be it. Like that could fit, but it feels like it's more right there to the camp, pointing into the camp. So maybe that is something that we would need to try to find another one. That's sort of a stones put together or put on top of each others. Because that is something that I would consider as a cairnstones, but the problem is that we haven't really seen a lot that I would consider cairnstones at all. Anywhere else. And it just feels like we need to be going so ridiculously far. But yeah, like this sort of a thing at least feels a little bit different. Ah, I love the sunset. Hey, slaughterfish is just swimming freely. Swimming freely. Forever and ever and ever. So freely that I almost would wish to be joining it. I could try from here though. It's not exactly like this is Ursulaku camp spot. So maybe it would just be south from here. It could be this. It's something that is then extremely close. Would have thought that it would at least be a little bit further away. Yeah. At the rock cairn on the beach, turn and head straight to south until you find the door. Okay. Straight to south. Let's see if we can find a door. If we go straight to south from here. Just going straight to south. No admiring even the beautiful views from here. Ah, freaking A, that looks too nice. Like this. I love it. Okay, that way. Though, to continue, then mayhap. But can't pick anything like that up. Is there anything in here? No. Don't see anything in there. I think that I'm starting to move a little bit into the wrong direction. I need to go exactly to south. Yeah, in here. Maybe. It's like when I feel that I have to still try to be keeping my eyes open if I can find that door. It's not... Hey, there's a door.